Okay, so this is module 5 camps. So shall we, I will start with the lecture. Okay, so this is the notes shared with you people, is it not? Okay, so this is the camp. Okay, what is camp? Cam is a device which converts rotating motion to the reciprocating motion, or you can say oscillating motion. So this is nothing but cams. So here different types of cams are explained. Okay, so different types of followers are explained. Okay, so different types of cams. What are the different types of cams? That also the question is here. Different types of cams. This is nothing but classification. Okay, according to the shape, you can classify it as a radial cam, or you can say disc cam. In radial cam, the follower reciprocates or oscillates in the direction perpendicular to the cam axis. Okay, so this is the radial cam. So this will oscillate perpendicular to the cam axis. And you have a cylindrical cam. Okay, so the cam is in the shape of a cylinder. So in cylindrical cam, the follower reciprocates or oscillates in a direction parallel to the axis of the cam. So this is the axis of the cam, parallel to the axis of the cam, it will oscillate or reciprocate. Next, you have wedge shape cam, this type of cam. So where there is a roller which rolls over the wedge shape. Okay, so these are the different types of cams. Okay, according to the shape. So according to the shape, you have three different types. And similarly, according to the follower movement. Okay, so how the follower moves. Okay, you have RRR. What is this? Rise. Okay, so rise, return, rise, like that. Rise, return, rise. And you have DRDRD. What is that? Dwell, rise, dwell, return. Dwell means during that period there will not be any rise or return of the cam. So and you have dwell, rise, return, and again dwell. Dwell means during that period there will be no motion, okay, of the follower. So again you have another type which is dwell, rise, dwell, and fall. So on this cam, there will be a follower. So this follower will rise and it will return to the original position. So depending on the follower movement, you have different types here. So you go through this very simple. Okay. So there is a in RRR there is a rise, return, rise. So here you have dwell, rise, return, dwell, like that. So once it rises, again it has to return to the original position. Okay, so these are the different types of cams. So this is first question. What is cam? Cam is a device which is used to give reciprocating or oscillating motion to the second element. Okay, and next different types of followers. What are the different types of followers? According to this surface which is in contact with the cam, you have different types of followers. So one is called as a knife edge follower. So here you have a pointed edge, so it is called as a knife edge follower. If you have a roller which rolls over the cam surface, then it is called as a roller follower. If it is a flat surface, okay, it is called a mushroom shape. So it is called flat face or mushroom shape follower. So you have different types of follower. Okay, so based on the surface which is in contact. If there's a point contact, then it is called as a knife edge follower. A rolling contact, it is called as a roller follower. If it is a flat surface which is in contact with the cam, then you call it as a okay, flat surface, okay, mushroom, or you can say flat faced follower. According to the motion of the follower. Okay, so how the follower moves on the cam surface. Okay, so you have a reciprocating follower. Okay, so one which reciprocates on the cam. Okay, this will reciprocate. Okay, the follower when it moves on the cam surface, the follower will reciprocate. You have oscillating follower. See here. So when this roller moves on the cam surface, so this particular follower will oscillate. In this case, it will reciprocate. Okay, in this case, it will oscillate. So it is called as oscillating follower. And another type is according to the location or axis of the follower. See here, where the follower is located. Okay, it can be radial follower or it can be offset follower. So radial follower will be in line with the, see, the axis of the follower will be in line with the center of rotation of the cam. So then you call it as the radial follower. If it is offset by some distance, the eccentricity, then it is called as a offset follower. Okay, so when the axis of the cam or when the axis of the follower is in line with the center of rotation of the cam, then you call it as a radial follower. If the axis of the follower is offset by some distance from the center of rotation of the cam, then it is called as a offset follower. Okay, so there are two different types of followers here. Okay, based on the type of motion we can classify. Okay, based on the type of motion we can classify it as reciprocating follower, oscillating follower, and based on the location of the axis of the follower we can classify as radial follower and offset follower. So this theory part you can study easily. Okay, so the first question, what is the first question? What is cam? Explain with neat sketch different types of cam. Okay, so this part you can easily write. So here, okay, so what is cam? You write the answer. What are different types of cam is given below here. Different types of cam. Okay, according to the shape and according to the follower movement. Okay, so you can write the different types of cam, and also they will ask the different types of follower. Okay, according to the surface which is in contact, you can classify it as knife edge roller follower and flat face follower, and according to the motion of the follower, we can classify it as a reciprocating follower, oscillating follower, and according to the location of the axis of the follower, we can classify it as radial and offset follower. Okay, so these two classifications you study. What are those classifications? Classification of cams and classification of followers. Okay, so these two theory part you can study for the test. Okay, and again there is a displacement, velocity and acceleration curves. Okay, so here you have to remember the formula for lift, velocity and acceleration. There are actually four different types of motion. One is called as a uniform velocity, other one is called uniform acceleration and retardation. Okay, and another one is called as a simple harmonic motion, and fourth one is called cycloidal motion. Okay, so for this you have to remember what three different formula, that is velocity, acceleration and lift. Okay, so this table is very much important for you, for us to solve the problem. This table is very much important. Okay, so you remember this table for solving the problem. So these four formula is very important. Okay, so follower can have which type of motion? See, so for example, uniform velocity. Okay, so if it is moving, cam is moving with uniform velocity, outward stroke and return stroke, you call it as theta naught and theta r. And maximum velocity you have to remember, maximum acceleration you have to remember. So similarly for simple harmonic motion, what is the lift, velocity and acceleration, you have to remember. For uniform acceleration, retardation motion, you have to remember, and finally for cycloidal motion you have to remember. Okay, so here, so before starting I will revise once again. Okay, I will revise once again what is cam, different types of cam. Okay, so first we discussed what is cam. Cam is a rotating machine element which gives a reciprocating or oscillating motion to the second element. Okay, so rotating element gives the motion to the another second rotating element. Okay, so cam is a device which imparts reciprocating or oscillating motion to the second element. Okay, different types of cam. Okay, different types of cam based on shape. So one is called as a radial cam, or you can call it as a disc shaped cam. Okay, so it is having a translatory motion. Okay, so it is radial. It can rotate either in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so that is called radial cam. Okay, radially it will be pointed. Okay, so the follower direction, see here, the follower direction is perpendicular to the axis of the cam. So this is the axis of the cam. Okay, the center about which the cam is rotating, to that you have perpendicular follower. So this follower is knife edge follower because it is having pointed. Okay, so cylindrical cam means the follower reciprocates or oscillates in the direction parallel to the axis of the cam. Okay, the follower rides in the circumferential groove. So there is a groove here in the cylinder. In that groove, the follower will move or ride in a circumferential groove. This is called cylindrical cam. Okay, so wedge shaped cam means there is a roller which is moving on this contoured surface. Okay, so it has a contour. Based on the contour, it will translate, and direction of translation is mutually perpendicular, but it will be in the same plane. Okay. Next, according to the follower movements, according to how the follower moves on the cam, rise, return. Okay, rise, return, rise, or it can be dwell, rise, dwell, return, dwell, rise, return, dwell, like this. Dwell, rise, dwell, fall. Okay, so these are the different follower movements. This you can write easily. Okay, so these are the different types of cams. Next, we'll go to different types of follower. Okay, in different types of follower, according to the surface in contact. Okay, you have knife edge follower. So this is having a knife edge, that is, it is having a pointed edge, or you can say sharp edge. Okay, which rides on the cam surface. And second one is called roller follower because it is having a roller shape and it rolls on the surface of the cam. So it is called as a roller follower. Third one is a flat face. Okay, flat surface which uh, movements, which is having movement on the cam surface. Okay, so it is called flat face follower, or you can say mushroom face follower. Okay, according to the motion of the follower, so you have reciprocating follower, one which reciprocates, or you can oscillate. Okay, so the follower, when it rolls on this will oscillate or it can reciprocate. Next, according to the location of the axis of the follower, you have two types. The radial follower, so this will be radial. The axis of the follower is radial to the cam surface. Okay, center of rotation of cam, or it is offset by some distance. So then it is called as offset follower. So for all these cases, okay, there are different types of motion cam profiles for this. So uniform velocity cam can rotate with uniform velocity. It can have simple harmonic motion. Okay, or it can have uniform acceleration and retardation motion. So for all this, you have to remember this particular table, very important. This is the table you have to remember. So any doubts here? Any doubts you can ask. I'll just unmute. Okay. So anybody having any doubt, you can raise your hand. Can discuss. This is a theory part, whatever I have discussed today. Introduction to CAM. Any doubts? Shall I continue? Doubts is there, you raise your hand. Any repetition you require, you raise your hand. Okay, so best thing what you can do is you go through these notes, this particular classification of camps and followers. Okay, and you remember this table. This table is very important. This table is very important. You try to remember this table. Okay, so I will explain one particular problem today. I will try to explain. So you concentrate here on the problem. See, are you able to see this particular screen? Yes. Raise your hand if you are able to see the problem. Yes, yes. Okay. So this problem, okay. So this is the problem. I have given it in the question bank. I think the same problem will be given to your test also. Okay. One particular problem, if you understand, you will be able to solve many problems. In camps, this is a major part. This is the major part you have to remember, you have to understand. Okay, so first we'll see here, a cam is designed for a knife edge follower. So knife edge follower means it is having a pointed edge. Okay, it is just like a pen. Okay, it is having a pointed edge with the following data. Cam lift is equal to 40 mm. So here lift is very important. You write down it as S, capital S is equal to 40 mm. So or you can write in meters 0.04 meter. Okay. During 90 degree of cam rotation with simple harmonic motion. Okay. So first cam is lifted with the 40 mm during 90 degree of cam rotation with simple harmonic motion. So what is this? It is lifted by this particular angle. So it is called angle of ascent. Angle of ascent is equal to theta is equal to theta naught. Okay, you call it as theta naught is equal to 90 degree, or you can say pi by 2 radian. Okay, dwell for the next 30 degree rotation. So you call it as theta. Okay, theta dwell. Okay, how much you require theta d, or you can say you can write it as theta d. Theta d is 30 degree. So for 30 degree there will be no motion of the cam follower. So that is theta d. Next, during next 60 degree of cam rotation, the follower returns to the original position. So it is called angle of descent. Okay, so one is called angle of ascent, dwell, and angle of descent. So angle of descent is 60 degree, or you can say theta r is equal to 60 degree. So that is the angle of return. Okay, and dwell for the remaining 180 degree. Okay, so dwell means there will be no motion of the follower. So again, there will be no motion of the follower for 180 degree. So totally this will be how much? 90 plus 30 plus 60 plus 180. Okay, 180 plus 180. So totally there will be 360 degree of the cam. Okay, so this first particular lift, whatever they have given, you write down S is equal to that this angle. Next, angle of ascent is 90 degree and angle of dwell will be 30 degree. Next, there will be return motion that will be for 60 degree, that you write here, theta r is 60 degree. Okay, and dwell for the remaining period, so that will be 180 degree. So we have to draw the cam profile when the line of the stroke of the follower passes through the axis of the camshaft. Okay, so this is called inline. Okay, and if line of stroke is offset by 20 mm, what will be the profile? That will be the second question. Okay, so there are two questions in this problem. So first we have to write what is called as a displacement diagram. So this is called as a displacement diagram. So here we are representing the angle of rise, dwell, angle of return, and again there will be dwell. Okay, So whatever they have given in the problem, same manner we have to construct this according to the scale. Okay. So for 90-degree, say let us say, what is the first step here? We draw the horizontal line AX. So this AX is 360-degree. To some suitable scale you can take. Okay, not a problem. Whatever the scale you take, according to that scale we have to make the divisions. Okay, so according to the scale, let us say if you are taking this for 360 mm. Okay, so then you mark it as 90 mm for this particular stroke. Okay, for rise, and remaining 30 divisions for the dwell, and remaining 60 division for return, and remaining 180 for dwell again. Okay, rise, dwell, return, dwell. Okay, this type of cam. So how to make divisions? See here, if you are taking for 360-degree as 36, okay, it is not possible. So we have to scale it down. We have to scale it down to some smaller number. Okay, so if you are scaling it down, so this 90-degree and 30-degree also you have to scale down. Okay, so now what is the lift? So that is the height we have to take. So lift is given as 40 mm. So first you draw a rectangular box. Okay, so this will be representing the totally 360-degree, and the height will be 40 mm. So for simple harmonic motion, what you do is, first initially it is simple harmonic motion, correct? The cam will be rotating for first 90-degree with simple harmonic motion, dwell for next 30-degree, and returns to the original position with also with simple harmonic motion. So all the motions are simple harmonic motion here. So what you do is, from the center point you make how many divisions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. You make the divisions: A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, and E dash. So this you make equal divisions with this center point. Okay, so and then, so here also we are making how many divisions? 6 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you name it. Here for return you name it as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, and 6 dash. Okay, so from point A you draw a line, horizontal line, so till here, and wherever it cuts point 1 you mark that point as A dash. Okay, or small a, this is A. Okay, A, this is B, C. Similarly from point B and this particular line 2, wherever it cuts, that you mark it all these points as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, here there is a dwell, so there is no requirement here to mark the divisions. Wherever you have to divide for rise and for the return, you have to make divisions. How many equal divisions you have to make? 6 equal divisions. Okay, so here also you make 6 equal divisions, and then you project it. Okay, so from this point to A, from here to B, so just mark all the points and then you join the curve. Okay, so this is the displacement. Okay, so this you call it as displacement diagram. So writing displacement for simple harmonic motion is like this. For other motions there it will be different. For uniform velocity you don't have to make like this. Okay, you don't have to draw a semicircle and divide it into 6 parts and draw the projection lines. So it is a little different here. Okay, so I'll just show you how to do that. So writing displacement diagram is very important. So if it is uniform velocity, what you have to do, you make 6 divisions and then you just join line from here to here, end point to end point, from this end point to this end point. Wherever it is cutting, that you mark it as A, B, C, D, E. Here you mark it as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Okay. So here we have to see different types of motion. Whether it is simple harmonic motion, we have to draw semicircle and then draw projection lines. If it is a linear velocity, uniform velocity, you just join the endpoints. If it is uniform acceleration and retardation motion, what you do, you draw 6 division from center point. Okay, so here also center line you have to make 6 divisions and join from here to here. Okay, you don't have to bother about this, I will explain later. So here, go to this problem. So any doubt in writing the displacement diagram? You raise your hand. Any doubt in writing the displacement diagram? Very simple. You just check 360 degree on the scale, horizontal scale, 40 mm as the rise, and then you join on rectangle. You make for 90 degree 6 divisions. Leave it for 12. Here you make 6 divisions. Draw a semicircle. From the center point, you join the lines by taking equal angle. Okay, and then draw the projection line. Wherever it cuts these points, you just join the curve. So this will give you the displacement diagram. So the steps are explained here. So you just go through the steps. You can do it easily. How to write the profile of the cam? So here they have given in the problem. Okay, the base circle of the cam is 40 mm. The radius of the base circle of the cam is 40 mm. So first you have to draw a circle of the cam. Base circle of the cam. This is 40 mm. You have to draw one circle. Okay. So we have to see whether the cam is rotating in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise. How it is rotating? The cam is rotating. Okay, see here, determine the cam rotates at 240 rpm. So if he has given clockwise rotation, we have to take the angle measurement in the anti-clockwise sense. If he has given the in the anti-clockwise direction rotation, then we have to take the rotation in the clockwise sense. Okay, so now after drawing the base circle, okay, so after drawing the base circle for rise, okay, so we have to draw for 90 degree, correct? So this is from A to S, it will be a rise, correct? So for that you make 6 equal divisions. Okay, so how many other divisions we have made in the displacement diagram? Same divisions you make it here from the center point. Okay, so you draw radial lines. Okay, next you measure this distance, 1 to B, 1 to B, 2 to C, 3 to D, 4 to E, 5 to F, 6 to G. All these values we have to take from 40 mm. Okay, base circle. From this 1 to B, you cut the arc.